I'd like to show you an easy, comfortable way to work the abdominals and to balance the flexors in the front of the body and the extensors in the back, and how to roll through the spine through each vertebra to make your back feel really good. So I have a couple supports for my head here, and I have an incline bench on a slight incline. The lower it is, the more when you flex, you're going to be pushing through the spine. The higher this is, it's going to cause more weight and more compression through, so you're going to feel a heavier sense. Here, the more horizontal it is, you'll feel it less pressure. So here we go. So I have enough support so that my head can kind of fall onto the chest. So just make sure it's comfortable, and I have my knees bent, my feet close to the bottom of my pelvis. I have a chair in front, so my lumbar is nice and stable without doing anything to hold it. So I'm going to make loose fists and put them against my chest, so the back of the wrists are touching each other, the elbows are up, and the shoulders are down. So I'm going to push up a little bit and lengthen my neck. So now I'm just going to stabilize my rib cage. And then as I bring my head forward, I'm just going to press on the chest. And you see the head is staying in the same relationship to the chest. I'm just squeezing my rib cage and pressing on my chest. Now if I want to go further, at some point I can turn the hands and start squeezing the elbows into the body, so the lats pull down and the ribs pull around that spine. And in order to get up, I'm going to press the chest. So I'm going to push my back, lengthen the spine, using the spine, and then push myself up until my head is back. And I'll try that again. So first I push up and lengthen the spine, and then compress the chest, roll down through the back, and I go lower. I can bring the elbows towards each other, and now I'm going to use, when I press in the chest, I keep looking down, so I'm dropping that belly long through that mid-back, and then I'm home. Now I'm going to do the same thing using a ball. So this will help a little bit. So now I'm going to place the back of my wrist against the ball. Actually, I'm going to do my fists against the ball. My elbows are up. So now I'm going to hold the ball against my chin. So as I push the ball up into my chin, I'm making this connection of my head to the chest. So the neck's not supporting the head, it's really the upper thoracic. And I push and lengthen my back into the bench, and then I come forward. So as you can see, my head and chest are locked as one unit. Now the further I go down, at some point the ball, I'm pushing the ball into my chest, and now lowering the elbows so my ribs squeeze around. Now I'm going to roll the ball up my chest and pushing my spine back as I do that. Then at some point it meets my chin, and I support my head as I go back, and then I'm home. So we start with the ball a little bit under the chin, and I'll come forward. And if I keep going, my head doesn't want to go any further, otherwise it's hard on the back. So I'll begin just rolling that ball down, pushing that ball into my chest, and now I keep my head there, roll the ball up until it supports the head, and then I go back. So I'm working my back to push back. And there you have it. create flexibility in the ribs' ability to bend, and then the ribs' ability to separate as I arch back.